Hello, and welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be looking at slots and how we can create them in SpaceClaim. So to start with, I'll sketch a few holes on the top of the solid. And we'll start with circles and then pull them down to create the holes. Remember, I can Control Select to select multiple faces on a body. Now that we have these holes, I'd like to create slots from them. So notice that you can select on the axis of a hole and pull it into a slot. Let me zoom way in so we can see this better. Hover over a cylindrical face to see the axis, then select on the axis and pull it into a slot, one way or the next. And if you like, you can select the Both Ways tool guide to pull it out from the center of the model. Now let's look at other things we can do with slots. Let's say with this hole here, we'll create a pattern. So we'll make 3 holes in a row. Now this will continue to act as a pattern. So if I select on pull and pull it, all 3 will become slots. Now if you don't like that direction, you can use a tool guide to change it. So we'll select on the axis, and we'll either select this direction tool guide and click this edge and now drag it one way or the next. So we've changed the direction on our slot by using another edge on the model. And also remember, if you change the size of a slot, it will continue to act that way unless you right-click on one of the faces and remove the association. Now you can move faces independently of the others. Then you can still double click to make it act like a slot. Now let's look at other ways we can create slots. We'll select the axis and then we'll hit the revolve tool guide and revolve it around this face, this cylindrical face. So now I can make a rotational slot and set it an angle of 120. So we've seen straight slots, and now we've seen rotational slots. But now I'm going to go back into a sketch, and I'm going to sketch out a quick spline on the top of the face. And if I want it to remain a line, I'll just hide the solid as I go into 3D. So now I'll have a separate curve, and it won't imprint onto the face. So now I can select the axis of the hole like I've done before, and I can either alt-click the edge or the line or use the sweep tool guide. Now I'm able to take that slot and drag it along the spline I named. Now if we look at this heads up, we can see that it's always in the center. So I hope you've seen the different ways we can use and create slots in SpaceClaim. Thank you very much for watching.